Movie Fanatic asks, have you ever set a house on fire? Yes, I have just the other day set my house on fire and my next door neighbours, and no, I haven't set a house on fire. Good grief, man. Was that serious or sarcasm? Because you can never tell over the internet. Okay, question 2 from Movie Fanatic still. Is there any DVD you regret not buying when you had the chance? Yeah, shitloads. I can't remember them all, but I do remember being kind of like wishing I had bought more Stargate seasons when I was in the US in the little slim pack ones, because I hate having seasons 1 then 9 and 10. I kind of regret not buying just Gilmore Girls season 5 when I was on a kind of buying all those seasons. Question 3 still from Movie Fanatic. What do you know about Sweden? Jack shit, basically. I know you're Swedish and you live in Sweden. They speak Swedish in Sweden, I presume. Nothing really, to be honest. And last, if you had to stand trial at court for a crime you committed and the judge gave you 2 choices: 1, letting R. Kelly piss on you, after that you walk free, or 2, spend 1 year in prison. Which would you choose? Talk to you later, Ferg. Honestly, I'm not sure I could handle a year in prison. So I think if R. Kelly's who I think he is, it doesn't really matter. R. Kelly just seems really specific. I thought, who would be the best person that Ferg could have piss on him? I know, R. Kelly. I would let R. Kelly piss on me, but I would, if I had a choice, I'd want it to be him like pissing on my back, so there's no chance it can go in my face, in my mouth, and then I can walk free. I couldn't handle a year in prison. And Crisrav 1138, he does some excellent videos, by the way. Check him out if you haven't. What DVD is there out there that you do anything to get your hands on? I've got to say, I would love to get my hands on this the big Stargate SG1 box set that hasn't come out yet in the UK. It has all 10 seasons and the Ark of Truth movie, and that's like 100 quid online. You can pre-order it for 100 quid, and I'm like, I would love to have that so much. Blassonkem says, what's the sickest film you've ever seen that nearly or did make you sick? I remember when I saw a bit of 28 Days Later on, like when we used to have the Sky movie channels at my house, and like the beginning bit where he goes into the, after he's woken up, he's in the church and there's that zombie priest, I think it is, who he has to whack away or something. That scared the Jesus out of me and made me slightly nauseous. And I know this isn't exactly the same, but I felt really nauseous after watching Starship Troopers 2. Not because it was gross or anything, just because it was really, really bad. What is your favourite type of porn? This may come as a surprise, but I don't watch porn. The only porn I've ever seen is one where I didn't know it was porn. I was at a friend's house, and the friends were flicking through, and it was really, really late, and I was really tired, and I came across this thing, looks really cheaply made, this guy in his hat and his jacket, and he kind of walks up to a woman and says something, and I kind of fell asleep, and the next day my friends were telling me about it, and I was like, shit, that was porn. I was like, oh fuck, didn't realise. Then he asks, do you like Doctor Who, and if so, how did you think this series finale went? Yes, I do like Doctor Who a lot. Yeah, I really liked it. It was kind of, thing is, spoilers, I guess, for anybody who hasn't seen it. When it ended on the cliffhanger of when he was regenerating and it was like, to be continued, I was like, ooh. After some thought on it, after a couple of days, I thought I would like them to regenerate, because I think that would be really brave of the BBC. But I thought, there's no way he's going to regenerate, it's just not going to happen. And of course he didn't, but it was cool how he created the other Doctor and then he had to wipe Donna's memory. That was pretty sad, actually, I thought. His last question is, finally, what is the best Batman animated series episode you have seen? Think on this one, though. Some favourites include these ones. I don't know if you can see that. Two-Face parts 1 and 2, those are excellent. And also, I've got a Batman in my basement. That's excellent. And from volume 2, I'd say favourite episodes: Robin's Reckoning parts 1 and 2, that's the origin of Robin. Almost Got Him. That's a really good episode, that's great. Harley and Ivy, I seem to remember that one being very good. And from volume 3, I'd say I love Fire from Olympus, and A Bullet for Bullock, that's good. And I can't remember the one with the Puppet Master. And is that his name, the little puppet gangster dude? So yeah, those are some of my favourite episodes. I can't pick a favourite one of all time. I'm not including Volume 4 because for me that's just a different series. You know, when they changed the animation, it was made a couple of years later as well. Okay, now we come on to Scotty Boy. Scott. I know you've probably said this 1,000 times, but what is your favourite TV show of all time? Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Perfection. We need to say no more. Who's my favourite character in Alias? Ooh, good one. Sark. He's just always fucking awesome. Always switching from good to bad and stuff. And I love Marshall as well, the tech guy. He's a lot of fun. He's always with the rambling away like me. And Will is a great character. I love his storyline trying to uncover SD6 in season 1. Have you ever met or seen anyone famous? I've never met anyone famous, but I have seen Anthony Head, aka Giles from Buffy. I didn't dare approach him though. I was scared shitless, to be honest. I was standing there just hanging out waiting for my mum, and he walks past. He's not close or anything, but just walks past and I'm like, fuck, it's Giles. And then he went and I was like, oh, it's Giles. Number 4, if you were ever bitten by a zombie and had 5 seconds before you change, would you turn into a zombie or shoot yourself in the head? I'd turn, to be honest. I wouldn't have the guts to shoot myself, and I'd just be curious to see what it's like to be a zombie. You know, do you remember shit? If you could enjoy a candlelit dinner with anyone in the world, who would it be? Well, if we're talking romantic candlelit dinner, I think it would be Kristen Bell. But if I was able to have lunch with someone, I'd love to just talk with Joss Whedon. I'd just love to pick his brains. It's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad were you when Fox counted Firefly? Okay, 3x1i2b says, could you do a tour of your room and do you read comics? And he also asks, do you like FR Ted and the Angry Video Game Nerd? And if you don't know who the AVGN is, I don't know what that means, is look up on YouTube, please, you rock. Okay, FR Ted, I tried to look that up, either you spelt it wrong. I tried looking up for Ted and FR space Ted, didn't know who that was. Angry Video Game Nerd, yes I do. I like his stuff. That's where actually me, Matt and Ronzil Weaselback copied the quote of the week idea from. So if you think my TV quotes are original idea, no. I copied from 3 people. And yes, I could do a tour of my room. I'll try and get on that soon. And do I read comics? I don't. The only one I follow monthly is the Buffy season 8 comic, which is pretty good so far. And I do have a big stack of comics, and I do like to read comics. I've got some Sin City graphic novels here. These ones I haven't read, but I also have the Marv one, The Hard Goodbye, which is very good. So yeah, I guess kinda. charlietibbs says, why does Donald Duck wear a towel when he comes out of the shower when he doesn't usually wear pants? I don't know, because he's a cartoon character. Really? I have no idea. I've never really thought about it, but now you mention it, it is quite odd. I don't know. He also asks, do you have any favourite actresses, films from the classic era of Hollywood, pre-1960? I know this is typical teenagerness, but I haven't really seen that much films in that kind of 60s and before. I really like the original King Kong, which is from the 30s, so that's way back in the day. That's good. Actually, there we go, that's another remake I prefer. They're both still good, but Peter Jackson's one does it for me. Yeah, so actors, not really, but I like the original King Kong. I should really watch more films from that era. Apparently in a witchy voice, Ronzil Weaselback asks, what's my favourite colour? Seriously? I guess blue, if we're being serious here. Has been since I was little. Yeah. Balistic 82, got it right that time. Do you ever watch mixed martial arts? That's a no because I have no idea what it is. I could Google it, but I can't be bothered.